So referral, and there's various different scenarios that can happen. An example is an OB does an ultrasound and they think that they detect like a spina bifida, for example, in the fetus. So before I can consult on that patient, if it's not an established patient, then and the OB wants to consult me, then they need to get forms signed and consent from the patient, and also get permission for billing, and we'll talk about how the codes for that work. So here's the example of, the OB was concerned about some signs of spina bifida. Here are images of the head and spine, for example, that they've sent to me. So I can upload them now onto this study that I made, and I can review the images that were done at the OB office. I can consult with the physician and explain to them what I see, what my concerns are, ask for him to refer the patient to our office for a more detailed scan. I can then create a consult note. I never face-to-face saw the patient, but I did consult, and I spend an hour on this, for example. Then that's called an interprofessional consultation, where I actually never saw the patient. So I'm part of the SMFM coding committee, and we have various coding documents that have been created, especially during the pandemic, that will answer this question and teach you how to code. As part of the committee, we never, I always refer back to the coding committee. You can always ask us questions and all that on the website, and it's free. If you don't know how to code for something, it's free and anonymous, and we answer pretty rapidly. But here's a document, for example, that teaches you how to use interprofessional consultations that we as the coding committee wrote. And so in this case, this would be a consultation with the referring physician about this patient who I did not see face to face, and I would, depending on the amount of time I spent, I would use one of these codes. And actually, the referring physician, the primary physician, can also bill for the time that they took to consult with me using the code that's here as well.
So there's various codes that the referring physician can use, and there's various codes that you can use as the performing.
Correct. So that's called an interprofessional consultation, and I would do the code, the diagnosis. In this case, was a spina bifida of the fetus. So that's a CNS abnormality. I put the gestational age, the referring doctor, and I would code for the interprofessional code, the time that I spent on this case. So those are the 99446 to 99451 codes, for example. So I would put the appropriate code here, and then I would be done with that's how I would do this example.